Do not listen to this recording while driving or operating machinery. Only listen when you are in a safe, quiet space where you can fully relax and bring your complete awareness to your own comfort. This is your sacred time, your moment to step away from the demands of the world and journey inward to discover the magnificent architecture of confidence that has always existed within you. Before we begin this transformative journey together, I invite you to subscribe and join our community of seekers who understand that true rest and profound confidence are not luxuries, but birthrights. You deserve this peace. You deserve this strength. You deserve this deep, restorative sleep that will rebuild you from the inside out. Now find your most comfortable position. Whether you are lying down or sitting comfortably, allow your body to find its natural resting place. Close your eyes gently, as if you are drawing velvet curtains across the windows of your consciousness, preparing for a journey that will take you beyond the ordinary world and into a realm where confidence is not something you must earn, but something you remember you have always possessed. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely. And as you exhale slowly through your mouth, imagine that you are releasing every doubt, every criticism, every moment of uncertainty that has traveled with you today. With each breath, you are not just relaxing your body, you are preparing your spirit for something extraordinary. As your breathing naturally settles into its own perfect rhythm, I want you to imagine that you are standing at the edge of a vast, open plain. The sky above you is painted in the softest twilight colors, deep purples blending into gentle blues, with the first stars beginning to appear like scattered diamonds on cosmic velvet. The air is warm against your skin, carrying the scent of possibility and the whisper of ancient wisdom. In the distance, rising from this peaceful plain, like a dream made manifest, you see the most magnificent structure you have ever encountered. This is the Confidence Cathedral, and it has been waiting for you your entire life. As you look upon it, you realize that this cathedral is not built from ordinary stone or wood, but from something far more precious and enduring. The walls shimmer with the accumulated strength of every challenge you have faced, every obstacle you have overcome, every moment you chose to continue when stopping seemed easier. Begin walking toward this extraordinary sanctuary, and with each step you take, notice how the ground beneath your feet seems to respond to your presence. The earth itself acknowledges your worth, supporting you with gentle firmness, cushioning each step with the understanding that you belong here, that you have always belonged here. Your breathing continues to slow and deepen, matching the rhythm of your footsteps, creating a meditation in motion that draws you ever closer to your destination. As you approach the Confidence Cathedral, you begin to see the intricate details of its construction. The foundation stones are made of crystallized perseverance, each one formed from a time when you did not give up, when you chose hope over despair, courage over fear. These stones glow with a warm, golden light that seems to pulse in harmony with your heartbeat, reminding you that your foundation is stronger than you ever imagined. The towering walls rise before you, and you realize they are constructed from layers of compressed wisdom. Each brick represents a lesson learned, a truth discovered, a moment of growth that brought you closer to understanding your own magnificent nature. Some bricks shine with the silver light of hard-won insights. Others glow with the copper warmth of self-forgiveness, and still others radiate the platinum brightness of moments when you finally saw yourself as others see you at your best. The great doors of the cathedral stand open, welcoming you home. These doors are carved from the wood of the tree of self-acceptance, its grain swirling with patterns that tell the story of your journey from self-doubt to self-love. As you cross the threshold, you feel a shift in the very air around you. The atmosphere inside the cathedral is thick with peace, heavy with the accumulated prayers of every person who has ever struggled with confidence and found their way to wholeness. Inside the cathedral is even more breathtaking than you imagined. The ceiling soars impossibly high, disappearing into a soft, luminous mist that seems to contain all the dreams you have ever dared to dream. Columns of pure confidence rise from the floor like ancient trees, their surfaces smooth and warm to the touch, pulsing with the steady rhythm of unwavering self-belief. Each column represents a different aspect of your character, your intelligence, your kindness, your creativity, your resilience, your capacity for love, your unique way of seeing the world. The floor beneath your feet is a mosaic of moments when you have been truly yourself, when you have acted from your authentic center without apology or explanation. Each tile glows softly with its own inner light, creating a pathway that leads toward the heart of the cathedral. As you walk along this path, allow your feet to find their own pace, trusting that each step is taking you deeper into the truth of who you are. Your breathing has become so natural, so effortless, that you barely notice it anymore. It flows in and out like gentle waves on a peaceful shore, carrying away any remaining tension, any lingering doubt. With each exhale, you release more of the false stories you have told yourself, more of the harsh judgments you have carried, more of the fear that has kept you small. With each inhale, you draw in the pure essence of confidence, the rarefied air of self-worth that fills this sacred space. At the center of the cathedral stands the most magnificent feature of all, the fountain of inner knowing. This is not a fountain of water, but of liquid light, golden streams that flow upward in defiance of gravity, creating impossible spirals and helixes that dance in the air like captured sunshine. The sound it makes is not the splash of water, but something far more beautiful. It is the sound of every compliment you have ever received but dismissed, every achievement you have minimized, every strength you have overlooked. As you approach this fountain, you realize that you can hear your own voice within its melodic flow, but not as you have ever heard it before. This is your voice speaking with absolute certainty about your worth, your capabilities, your right to take up space in this world. Listen closely and hear yourself saying the words you have always needed to hear. I am enough. I have always been enough. I will always be enough. The fountain invites you to come closer, to cup your hands and drink from its flowing light. As you do, you feel the liquid confidence flowing through your entire being, filling every cell with the knowledge of your own magnificence. This is not arrogance or false pride, but the simple, profound truth of your inherent worth. You feel it spreading through your chest, warming your heart, straightening your spine, lifting your chin. Behind the fountain, you notice a spiral staircase that seems to be carved from compressed starlight. These stairs lead upward, disappearing into the luminous mist above. Something within you knows that this staircase will take you to an even deeper understanding of your own confidence, to chambers within this cathedral that hold specific healings for the wounds you carry. As you place your foot on the first step, you feel a gentle vibration, like the purr of a contented cat or the hum of a perfectly tuned instrument. Each step upward takes you deeper into relaxation, deeper into peace, deeper into the profound rest that comes from knowing without question that you are exactly who you are meant to be. The first landing you reach opens onto the chamber of dissolved anxiety. This circular room is filled with the softest, most soothing light you have ever seen. A light that seems to understand the racing thoughts, the worried mind, the fearful heart that has carried you here. The walls of this chamber are alive, breathing slowly in and out, and as they breathe, they draw all anxiety from your system like a gentle cosmic inhale. In the center of this chamber grows a tree unlike any you have ever seen. Its trunk is silver, its branches reach in all directions, and instead of leaves, it bears fruits of pure calm. Each fruit glows with the soft blue light of perfect tranquility. You are invited to pick one of these fruits, to hold it in your hands and feel its coolness against your palms. As you do, all the anxiety in your body begins to flow out through your hands and into this fruit, where it is transformed into something beautiful, understanding, wisdom, compassion for your own tender human heart. Continuing up the staircase, your body growing more relaxed with each step, you arrive at the Chamber of Healing Depression. This room is painted in the warm colors of dawn, soft pinks and gentle golds that speak to the part of you that remembers what it feels like to wake up excited about the day ahead. The air here is thick with hope, so tangible you can almost taste its sweetness on your tongue. In this chamber, there is a garden growing from what appears to be solid floor, but as you look closer, you realize the floor itself is made of rich, dark soil that has been composted from every dark night of the soul you have ever experienced. From this fertile darkness springs the most vibrant garden imaginable, each flower representing a strength that was born from your struggles, each vine reaching toward the light representing your incredible resilience. You find yourself drawn to a particular flower, one that seems to glow more brightly than the others. As you kneel beside it, you realize this flower has grown from the deepest depression you have ever experienced, and yet it is the most beautiful bloom in the entire garden. You understand now that your sensitivity, your depth, your ability to feel so profoundly is not a weakness but a gift. Your capacity for sorrow is matched only by your capacity for joy. And in this moment, you choose joy. The staircase continues upward, and you follow it in a state of deep, peaceful relaxation. Your breathing so natural and easy that it requires no thought, no effort. Each step dissolves more tension from your muscles. Each breath releases more worry from your mind. You are safe here in this cathedral of your own confidence, protected by walls built from your own strength, guided by a wisdom that has always lived within you. The next landing opens onto the chamber of Banished Insomnia. This room is different from the others, filled with the deep, velvety darkness of perfect sleep. But somehow you can see everything clearly, as if your eyes have adapted to perceive the beauty hidden in the night. The chamber is circular, with a domed ceiling that shows not the chaos of a racing mind, but the gentle, predictable patterns of the stars, constellations that spell out lullabies in languages older than words. In the center of this chamber is the most comfortable bed you have ever seen, but it is not made of ordinary materials. The frame is carved from the wood of dreams, smooth and warm beneath your touch. The mattress is woven from threads of contentment, each fiber carrying the memory of every peaceful night's sleep you have ever experienced. The pillows are filled with the soft down of gentle thoughts, thoughts that support rather than torment, thoughts that whisper comfort instead of criticism. As you approach this bed, you feel your body remembering what it means to be truly tired in the most pleasant way, the kind of tiredness that comes not from stress or worry, but from a day well lived, from giving your gifts freely, from being authentically yourself. Your eyelids grow heavy with the weight of peace. Your muscles soften with the knowledge that rest is not just possible, but inevitable. You do not need to fight for sleep anymore. In this chamber, sleep comes to you like a beloved friend, wrapping you in its gentle embrace, singing to you in the voice of every cricket that ever serenaded the night, every owl that ever hooted wisdom to the darkness, every gentle breeze that ever whispered secrets to the sleeping world. But before you rest, there is one more chamber to visit, one more gift this cathedral has to offer. The staircase continues, spiraling ever upward, and though your body is deeply relaxed, your spirit feels light and buoyant, carried effortlessly toward the highest chamber in this magnificent structure. The final landing opens onto the chamber of radiant self-esteem, and as you step inside, you are momentarily overwhelmed by its brilliance. This chamber is made entirely of mirrors, but not ordinary mirrors that show you your flaws and imperfections. These are mirrors that reflect your essence, your true nature, the magnificent being you are when you are not clouded by doubt or dimmed by criticism. In these mirrors, you see yourself as the universe sees you, a unique and irreplaceable expression of consciousness, a being of incredible worth and limitless potential. You see yourself as your truest friends see you, kind, talented, worthy of love and respect. You see yourself as your future self sees you, someone who chose to heal, someone who decided to believe in their own worth, someone who courageously stepped into their full power. At the center of this chamber stands a throne, and you realize with a shock of recognition that this throne has been waiting for you. It is carved from a single piece of crystallized self-worth, its surface engraved with every kind word you have ever spoken to another, every act of courage you have ever performed, every moment you have chosen love over fear. This is your throne in the kingdom of your own magnificence. As you sit upon this throne, you feel a crown materializing upon your head, but it is not made of gold or jewels. It is woven from the light of your own awakened confidence, each ray representing a truth about yourself that you are finally ready to accept. You are intelligent, you are capable, you are worthy of love, you are deserving of respect. You have gifts that only you can give. You have a perspective that only you can offer. You have a heart that beats with its own perfect rhythm. From this throne, you can see out through great windows that offer a view of your entire life, but from this elevated perspective, you see it differently. You see how every challenge has strengthened you, how every setback has taught you resilience, how every dark night has prepared you to appreciate the dawn. You see the thread of courage that has run through your entire story, the golden thread of your own determination that has never truly broken, even in your darkest moments. Your breathing continues in its perfect rhythm, each breath now infused with this new understanding of your own worth. As you exhale, you release any remaining need to be perfect, any lingering desire for others' approval, any trace of the old story that told you that you were not enough. As you inhale, you draw in the pure essence of self-acceptance, the knowledge that you are a work of art still being painted, a song still being composed, a story still being written. From your throne in this highest chamber, you realize that you can choose to carry this confidence with you always. It is not something that can be taken from you. because it is not dependent on external circumstances or other people's opinions. It lives in the cathedral of your own being. In these chambers you have built through your own courage, your own perseverance, your own refusal to give up on yourself. As this understanding settles into every cell of your body, you feel a profound peace washing over you like warm honey, like golden light, like the embrace of the most loving parent. This peace carries with it the gift of perfect sleep, the kind of sleep that restores not just your body, but your spirit. The kind of sleep that allows your subconscious mind to integrate all the healing you have received in this sacred space. Your conscious mind begins to drift now like a leaf floating on a gentle stream, carried by currents of peace toward the shores of perfect rest. But your deeper mind, your wise and knowing mind, remains alert and receptive, ready to receive the gifts that sleep brings: healing dreams, restorative rest, and the quiet work of integration that happens when you allow yourself to truly let go. The cathedral around you begins to fade, but not because it is disappearing. Rather, it is merging with you, becoming part of your inner landscape, taking up residence in your heart and mind. You carry within you now the fountain of inner knowing, the chamber of dissolved anxiety, the chamber of healing depression, the chamber of banished insomnia, and the chamber of radiant self-esteem. These spaces live within you always, ready to offer their gifts whenever you need them. Your body settles deeper into rest, each muscle group releasing in perfect sequence, starting from the top of your head and flowing downward like a gentle waterfall of relaxation. Your scalp softens, your forehead smooths, your eyes rest easily behind closed lids. Your jaw unclenches, your neck lengthens, your shoulders drop away from your ears as if weighted down by the gravity of peace itself. Your arms become heavy and relaxed, from your shoulders down through your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, each finger releasing its grip on any tension it has carried. Your chest rises and falls with the easy rhythm of someone who knows they are safe, who knows they are loved, who knows they are enough. Your back releases against whatever surface supports you, each vertebra settling into alignment, not just physical, but spiritual. Your heart beats with the steady rhythm of confidence, pumping liquid peace through your veins, carrying healing to every part of your being. Your stomach softens, your hips release, your legs grow heavy and warm as relaxation flows down through your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes. You are completely relaxed now, completely at peace, held in the loving embrace of your own worthiness. And as you drift towards sleep, you carry with you a new story, a true story, the story of someone who discovered that confidence was never something they lacked, but something they simply forgot they possessed. In the gentle space between waking and sleeping, you find yourself floating in a realm of pure possibility. where the cathedral you have just visited continues to work its magic within you. Here in this liminal space, the healing continues, deeper and more profound than anything your conscious mind could orchestrate. You are drifting now in what the ancients called the healing sleep, the kind of rest that does more than restore your physical energy. This is the sleep that rewrites the stories you tell yourself, that dissolves the neural pathways of self-doubt and creates new highways of self-love. With each breath, with each heartbeat, with each gentle wave of sleep that washes over you, the transformation continues. In this space, your subconscious mind becomes a master architect, rebuilding the structure of your self-perception using the blueprints you discovered in the cathedral. Where once there were walls of self-criticism, now there are windows of self-compassion. Where once there were doors locked by fear, now there are open passages of courage. Where once there were rooms filled with the clutter of other people's opinions, now there are spacious chambers filled with the light of your own truth. Your dream mind begins to weave new narratives, stories where you are the hero of your own journey, where every challenge becomes an opportunity for growth, where every setback becomes a setup for a comeback. In these dreams, you see yourself moving through your daily life with the confidence you discovered in the cathedral, speaking your truth with clarity, pursuing your goals with determination, loving yourself with the same fierce tenderness you would show a dear friend. As sleep deepens around you like a protective cocoon, your body continues its work of cellular renewal, but now it has new instructions. Each cell receives the message of your worth. Each organ harmonizes with the frequency of self-love. Each system in your body aligns with the truth of your magnificent nature. Your immune system strengthens with the knowledge that you are worth protecting. Your nervous system calms with the understanding that you are safe to be yourself. Your endocrine system balances with the wisdom that you are deserving of health and vitality. Your sleeping mind travels through landscapes of healing, guided by the inner compass of your newly awakened confidence. You might find yourself in dreams where you stand tall in situations that once made you shrink, where you speak up when you once would have stayed silent, where you take up space unapologetically, where you shine your light without dimming it for others' comfort. In the depths of this healing sleep, you encounter all the versions of yourself that have ever existed. The child who believed in magic, the teenager who dreamed impossible dreams, the young adult who faced the world with hope, even the wounded parts of yourself that learned to doubt and fear. With the compassion you discovered in the cathedral, you gather all these aspects of yourself into one loving embrace, telling each one, "You are worthy. You have always been worthy. You will always be worthy. Time moves differently in this sacred sleep, minutes stretching into hours of healing, hours condensing into moments of profound transformation. Your sleep cycles naturally through their stages, each one bringing its own gifts. The light sleep that processes the emotions of the day, the deep sleep that rebuilds your physical strength, the REM sleep that integrates your new understanding of yourself into the very fabric of your being. Throughout the night, the cathedral continues to live within you, its chambers offering their gifts in the language of dreams and the silence of deep rest. The fountain of inner knowing whispers truth to your sleeping ears, reminding you that you have always had the answers you seek. The chamber of dissolved anxiety breathes its peace into your nervous system, teaching your body the rhythm of calm. The chamber of healing depression fills your dreams with color and light, reminding your spirit of its natural tendency toward joy. The chamber of banished insomnia becomes your natural state, sleep flowing to you as easily as breathing, as naturally as the tide returning to shore. And the chamber of radiant self-esteem continues to reflect your true magnificence, ensuring that even in sleep, even in dreams, you are held in the recognition of your own worth. As the night progresses, your sleep becomes a ceremony of healing, each breath a prayer of self-acceptance, each heartbeat a drum in the rhythm of self-love. You are being healed from the inside out, restored to the truth of who you are, reminded of the confidence that has always been your birthright. Your body knows exactly how to sleep, exactly how to heal, exactly how to integrate the profound shifts you have experienced. You do not need to direct this process, only to allow it, to surrender to the wisdom of your own being, to trust in the natural intelligence that has kept your heart beating and your lungs breathing since the moment you were born. In the deepest part of the night, you rest in the most profound peace, cradled by the understanding that you are exactly who you are meant to be. You are not broken and in need of fixing. You are not lacking and in need of completion. You are whole, you are worthy, you are enough, exactly as you are in this moment. The confidence you have rediscovered is not fragile or conditional. It does not depend on your achievements, your appearance, your productivity, or your performance. It is the bedrock confidence of being, the simple and profound truth that you exist, and your existence alone makes you worthy of love, respect, and all the good things life has to offer. As dawn approaches, though you remain deeply asleep, something within you begins to prepare for a new day, a day where you will carry the gifts of the cathedral into your waking life. You will wake not as the person who went to sleep, but as someone who has remembered their own magnificence, someone who has reclaimed their birthright of confidence, someone who knows without question that they belong in this world. Your dreams begin to show you glimpses of this new day, moments of speaking with quiet authority, of making decisions from a place of self-trust, of walking through the world with the peaceful confidence of someone who knows their own worth. You see yourself handling challenges with grace, accepting compliments with ease, pursuing your goals with determination, loving yourself with the same devotion you have always reserved for others. The cathedral continues to live within you, and you understand now that you can return to it whenever you need, reminding of your own magnificence. It is not a place you visit once and leave behind, but a permanent residence within the architecture of your being, a sacred space that grows more beautiful and more powerful with each visit. As your sleep deepens into its most restorative phases, you find yourself in a space beyond dreaming, beyond thinking, beyond the need for any doing at all. Here, in the vast silence of perfect rest, the cathedral of your confidence completes its most profound work, weaving new patterns of self-worth into the very DNA of your being. In this space of absolute peace, you are held by forces greater than your individual will, the gravitational pull of your own authenticity, the magnetic field of your inherent worth, the quantum entanglement between who you truly are and who you have always been meant to become. You do not need to understand these forces, only to rest within them, to allow them to carry you deeper into the healing that happens when you finally stop trying to become worthy and start remembering that you already are. Your cellular memory is being rewritten in the language of love, each strand of DNA receiving new instructions. You belong here. You are safe to be powerful. You are allowed to take up space. You are worthy of love, success, happiness, and peace. These new instructions flow through your bloodstream, carried to every organ, every system, every part of your being that has ever forgotten its magnificence. In the deepest chambers of your subconscious mind, old agreements are being dissolved and new ones are being written. You are releasing the contract you made with self-doubt, the treaty you signed with fear, the alliance you formed with the voices that told you that you were not enough. In their place, you are entering into sacred covenant with your own worth, a binding agreement that cannot be broken by circumstances, cannot be revoked by setbacks, cannot be nullified by the opinions of others. Your nervous system settles into a new baseline of calm confidence. Your stress response is recalibrating to respond to actual threats rather than imagined inadequacies. Your fight or flight response learns to distinguish between danger and opportunity, between rejection and redirection, between failure and feedback. Your body learns to live in a state of relaxed alertness, ready for action but not anxious for approval. The rhythm of your sleep carries you through cycles of renewal, each stage bringing its own gifts of transformation. In the theta waves of deep relaxation, limiting beliefs dissolve like sugar in warm water, sweetening the solution of your consciousness with new possibilities. In the delta waves of profound rest, your brain releases growth hormones that rebuild not just your body, but your capacity for self-love, your ability to see yourself through the eyes of compassion. Your dreams become laboratories of new experience, safe spaces where you can practice being the confident person you are becoming. You rehearse success. You try on different versions of self-assurance. You experiment with the feeling of being comfortable in your own skin. Each dream scenario offers you a chance to choose confidence over doubt, self-compassion over self-criticism, courage over fear. In one dream, you find yourself standing before a mirror that shows not your reflection, but your potential. You see yourself as you could be, as you are becoming, as you have always been beneath the layers of learned limitation. This version of yourself looks at you with such love, such acceptance, such unwavering belief in your worth that you feel tears of recognition flowing down your sleeping face. This is who you really are. This has always been who you really are. In another dream, you are surrounded by all the people whose opinions have ever mattered to you, but instead of seeking their approval, you find yourself offering them the gift of your authentic presence. You speak your truth without apology. You share your ideas without fear. You take up space without shrinking. And in the dream, they do not reject you for this authenticity. They celebrate it. They are inspired by it. They thank you for giving them permission to be real as well. Time becomes fluid in this healing sleep, past and future converging in the eternal now of your worth. You visit your younger self, offering comfort to the child who first learned to doubt, bringing the wisdom of your adult understanding to the tender places that still ache with old wounds. You meet your future self, receiving encouragement from the person you are becoming, drawing strength from the confidence that awaits you just around the bend of tomorrow. Your sleep becomes a pilgrimage through the landscape of your own potential, each stage of the journey revealing new territories of self-acceptance, unexplored regions of personal power, hidden valleys of peace that you never knew existed within you. You are not traveling to these places for the first time. You are remembering them, returning to them, reclaiming them as your birthright. The cathedral within you continues to grow and expand, its chambers multiplying, its beauty deepening, its light brightening with each breath you take. New rooms appear as you need them, the library of your accomplishments, filled with volumes documenting every success, every kind act, every moment of courage you have ever displayed. The gallery of your gifts, where your talents hang like priceless artworks, each one unique and irreplaceable. The garden of your growth, where every challenge you have faced has bloomed into wisdom. Every setback has composted into strength. As the night deepens toward its darkest hour, you rest in the profound darkness that is not empty but full full of potential, full of peace, full of the infinite love that the universe has for every particle of its creation, including you. In this darkness, you are not lost, but found, not diminished, but expanded, not alone, but intimately connected to the source of all confidence, all worth, all love. Your sleep becomes a prayer without words, a conversation between your conscious mind and your highest self, a communion between who you have been and who you are becoming. In this sacred dialogue, you offer up your fears and receive back courage. You release your doubts and are given certainty. You surrender your need to be perfect and are embraced exactly as you are. The healing continues in layers like sedimentary rock forming over eons, each breath depositing another layer of self-acceptance, each heartbeat adding another stratum of self-love. You are being rebuilt from the foundation up, restored to your original blueprint of magnificence, returned to the truth that has always lived in the core of your being. In the final hours before dawn, you rest in the deepest peace you have ever known, held by the understanding that you are not a mistake, not an accident, not a work in progress that might never be completed. You are a masterpiece exactly as you are, a perfect expression of consciousness, a unique and irreplaceable note in the symphony of existence. When morning comes, you will wake not to an alarm, but to an awakening, not to the harsh light of judgment, but to the gentle dawn of self-compassion. You will open your eyes as someone who has remembered their own magnificence, someone who carries within them a cathedral of confidence that can never be destroyed, only visited again and again, growing more beautiful and more powerful with each return. But for now, rest. For now, sleep. For now, allow the deep healing work to continue in the darkness, trusting that you are being transformed in ways that your conscious mind cannot orchestrate, but your soul understands perfectly. You are safe. You are loved. You are worthy. You are enough. Sleep now in the absolute certainty of your own worth, held by the cathedral of confidence that lives within you always, surrounded by the unconditional love that is your birthright, cradled in the peace that comes from finally coming home to yourself.